Hi, this is Kim Reads Urantia. Good to be here with you today. So I'm going to read from the Urantia book, but first I have, oh gosh, the cats are so funny. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Vinny here just wants some affection, just trying to cuddle, and Margot's like, get away from me. Okay, it's January 29th here. We've got 365 Days of Walking the Red Road by Terry Jean. This is an interesting entry. I tried to find out more about this person and I didn't have a lot of luck. This is a quote from a Pawnee chief, Lettekatz Lissa. Translation is Gray Eagle Chief, Pawnee chief. And the Pawnees, of course, are their tribe currently is located in north central Oklahoma. But this is a quote from like 1907. There was a quote. He was quoted by an anthropologist by the name of Natalie Curtis. Of course, we know about Natalie Curtis, but we don't know that much about, but she wrote a book called The Indians Book, an offering by the American Indians of Indian lore, music and narrative, Okay, so he's just quoted in this book, but I guess this made the book by this anthropologist. Although we don't know much about this person, but apparently this made enough of an impression to kind of live on in quote lore. But I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. All things in the world are two. In our minds, we are two, good and evil. With our eyes, we see two things, things that are fair and things that are ugly. We have the right hand that strikes and makes for evil, and we have the left hand full of kindness near the heart. Our left side is where our heart is, guys. One foot may lead us to an evil way, so the other foot may lead us to a good. So are all things two, all two. Okay, that's very Taoist. That's true. I would classify these things as evil is such an icky word. I would probably be more inclined to say something like mature, unselfish kind of impulses and immature, selfish or impulses or behaviors. Impulsiveness, I think characteristically is kind of an immature trait. Okay. So, but anyway, those are interesting words. So it's true that, but it's all part of something greater even than this good and evil balance, because dark and light are woven together to make all the colors that we see, and the richness in our lives are because of these things. Coming together and struggling and dancing and yeah. Okay. All right. Gonna let it go there. Very good. Okay, we're gonna read from the Urantia book. Okay, this is paper 35, the local universe sons of God, and we're doing section 2, the Melchizedek Sons. The Melchizedeks are the first order of divine sons to approach sufficiently near the lower creature life to be able to function directly in the ministry of mortal uplift to serve the evolutionary races without the necessity of incarnation. Okay, so they are able to function directly in the ministry of mortal uplift, and they may or may not incarnate. I think sometimes they do incarnate. Okay. These sons are naturally at the midpoint of the great personality descent, by origin being just about midway between the highest divinity and the lowest creature life of will endowment. Now, they say that the highest divinity, are they talking about Michael, the creator son, or are they talking about paradise? I'm going to assume they're talking about Michael's son, Michael, because I think Michael himself is the midway between God the Father on paradise and us here. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. They thus become the natural intermediaries between the higher and divine levels of living existence and the lower, even the material forms of life on the evolutionary worlds. The seraphic orders, the angels, delight to work with the Melchizedeks. In fact, all forms of intelligent life find in these sons understanding friends, sympathetic teachers, and wise counselors. I'm thirsty. The Melchizedeks are a self-governing order. With this unique group, we encounter the first attempt at self-determination on the part of local universe beings and observe the highest type of true self-government. These sons organize their own machinery for their group and home planet administration, as well as that for the 6 associated spheres and their tributary worlds. And it should be recorded that they have never abused their prerogatives, nor not once throughout all the super universe of Orvanton have these Melchizedek sons ever betrayed their trust. They are the hope of every universe group which aspires to self-government. Democracy. Right. They are the pattern and the teachers of self-government to all the spheres of Nebadon, all orders of intelligent beings, superiors from above the subordinates from below, are wholehearted in their praise of the government of the Melchizedeks. Okay, that's so awesome. So we so need them to help us preserve our democracy, please. Melchizedeks, come and help us. I pray to you. Come and help us preserve our democracy. We aspire to self-government, but we haven't been doing that very well. The Melchizedek order of sonship occupies the position and assumes the responsibility of the eldest son in a large family. Okay. So these are kind of the highest, I think, sons in that little list, the Melchizedeks, the Verondadeks, the Lenonadeks, and the life carriers. Most of their work is regular and somewhat routine, but much of it is voluntary and altogether self-imposed. A majority of the special assemblies, which from time to time convene on Salvington, are called on motion of the Melchizedeks. Okay. On their own initiative, these sons patrol their native universe. Neighborhood watch. They maintain an autonomous organization devoted to universe intelligence, making periodical reports to the Creator Son independent of all information coming up to universe headquarters through the regular agencies concerned with the routine administration of the realm. They are by nature unprejudiced observers. They have the full confidence of all classes of intelligent beings. Okay. The Melchizedeks function as mobile and advisory review courts of the realms. These universe sons go in small groups to the worlds to serve as advisory commissions, to take depositions, to receive suggestions, and to act as counselors, thus helping to compose the major difficulties and settle the serious differences which arise from time to time in the affairs of the evolutionary domains. Okay. So they're not really like cops. They're kind of like community organizers, right? Set up advisory commissions and, like counselors and kind of like helping connect people. And I'm thinking, yeah, like community organizing. Like, what are the objectives of the people here? What do they want to do better? What are they already doing well? Okay. Yeah. These eldest sons of a universe are the chief aides of the bright and morning star in carrying out the mandates of the Creator Son. When a Melchizedek goes to a remote world in the name of Gabriel, he may, for the purposes of that particular mission, be deputized in the name of the sender, and in that event will appear on the planet of assignment with the full authority of the bright and morning star. Especially is this true on those spheres where a higher sun has not yet appeared in the likeness of the creatures of the realm. Right, because the Melchizedeks were here before Jesus was here. Yeah, when a Creator Son enters upon the bestowal career on an evolutionary world, he goes alone. But when one of his paradise brothers, an Ebonal son, enters upon a bestowal, he is accompanied by the Melchizedek supporters, 12 in number, who so efficiently contribute to the success of the bestowal mission. So when an Ebonal son comes, right, magisterial son, then he's got his own set of apostles that he brings with him. But Jesus didn't have that. His apostles, he had to drum up here. That's why, but he wanted to have 12 apostles, yeah. They also support the Paradise Ebonals on magisterial missions to the inhabited worlds. And in these assignments, the Melchizedeks are visible to mortal eyes if the Ebonal Son is also thus manifest. Okay. There is no phase of planetary spiritual need to which they do not minister. They are the teachers who so often win whole worlds of advanced life to the final and full recognition of the Creator Son and his Paradise Father. Okay, that's awesome. Yep. The Melchizedeks are well nigh perfect in wisdom, but they are not infallible in judgment. Yeah, it's that judgment part, that discernment piece. Right. When detached and alone on planetary missions, they have sometimes erred in minor matters. That is, they have elected to do certain things which their supervisors did not subsequently approve. Such an error of judgment temporarily disqualifies a Melchizedek until he goes to Salvington and, in audience with the Creator Son, receives that instruction which effectually purges him of the disharmony which caused disagreement with his fellows. And then, following the correctional rest, reinstatement to service ensues on the third day. But these minor misadaptations in Melchizedek function have rarely occurred in Nebadon. Okay, so this is a rare thing. But here we're getting to places where, they're not totally infallible. When we get down to like Lucifer was a Lananandex, and we'll talk about that. And yeah. Okay, these sons are not an increasing order. Their number is stationary, although varying in each local universe. The number of Melchizedeks of record on their headquarters planet in Nebadon is upward of 10 million. Okay, but that's for the whole universe. 10 million of these guys for the whole universe. Okay. Okay, that's very fascinating. And I thank you. Thanks for being here with me, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.